Well, here it is. It's September 26th. It's 6 months since the reviewing attorney in Washington, D.C. has declared my product, Eat More Kale t-shirts, likely to confuse the customers at Chick-fil-A. So we've had 6 months to come up with the argument. So just today, my lawyer came over and I signed off on our argument that's being submitted tomorrow. Now I'm not gonna subject you to 13 pages of it, but let me give you an idea what I'm dealing with, okay? So this is called Response to Office Action, United States Patent and Trademark Office. Applicant, me, Robert Muller Moore, Bo Muller Moore, the Eat More Kale guy. The mark, Eat More Kale, serial number 854-12053. Examining attorney in Law Office 108 is Karen Glasser. So here's our response to the office action, written by my lawyer, Mr. Daniel Richardson. Thanks, Dan. So here's what it sounds like, all right? This just a little bit of it. Applicant supplies this response to the office actions issued by the examining attorney on December 18th and March 27th, 2012. The former rejecting the specimens, the latter adding a 2D rejection against the goods in the applicant's International Class 25 and the imprinting of decorative designs on T-shirts service in International Class 40 following the office receipt of a letter of protest and maintaining and continuing the specimen rejection. Oh man, how about that for a mouthful, huh? Okay. Let me lay this on you too, and then we'll call it quits, okay? Likelihood of confusion. We write, the applicant respectfully submits that its mark, Eat More Kale, applicant's mark, as applied to the goods and services identified in his application in International Classes 25 and 40, does not create a likelihood of confusion, as defined in Section 2D in the Trademark Act 15 U.S.C. Section 1052D. Shit, man. When compared with Eat More Chicken, regular NOS 206 registration numbers 206 2809 219 7973. There's a bunch of registration numbers. Herein collectively the cited mark. As in more fully set forth below, the dominant elements of each respective mark are kale and chicken, not eat more and eat more. Supporting this conclusion are the following facts. Neither mark, understandably, carries a disclaimer to any parts of the marks, distinguishing these marks from cases relying on the first word as more dominant rule. Number 2, the sentence structure of the marks leads the average purchaser to focus on the direct object of the sentences. The widespread use of eat more in the shirt marketplace renders the eat more and the eat more phrases inherently weak. In addition, as the examining attorney points out, the question is not whether the marks are confused, but whether the purchasers will be confused into believing that the goods have come from the same source. The general impression on purchasers and prospective purchasers of both marks is a nutritionally political message that would be plastered on the chest of purchasers. Because the messages embedded within these marks are significantly different, eat popular at farm stands kale versus eat more white meat rather than beef, the lasting general impressions of the respective marks will not lead to confusion of source of the goods or the services. For the same reason, consumers are sophisticated. Sophisticated Chick-fil-A customers? I think I have more faith in them than they do. Moreover, the channels of trade for these particular goods and services are distinct, given the embedded message, the secondary source of the goods and services and respective sources. respective sources. Finally, even in this ex parte examination posture, the examining attorney can rely on the lengthy coexistence of the marks. Consequently, applicant respectfully traverse and request an applicant's mark be approved for publication. Oh, man. That's one paragraph out of a 13-page argument. Lord help me, and God bless the Chick-fil-A customer that gets the two of our companies confused. Unbelievable.